Hello and welcome back to another bullet journal mini. This video is, if you haven't seen on the screen, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you do not know what this book is about, it's about like a Marilyn Monroe type character during the golden age of Hollywood, and she's an actress, and just like the different relationships that influenced and affected her life, and like the title says, her 7 husbands. And there's a little bit of a mystery aspect with the book, and it's Evelyn Hugo is recounting her life to a reporter who will be writing it into a biography. And the book starts from when Evelyn is a teenager and goes all the way to her death at the end of the book. A little spoiler, in case you weren't sure, there are spoilers about the book, not detailed spoilers, but some like small things like will get dropped. And so let's get into it. Really enjoyed this book. I thought it was super fun. This was the first book that I've ever read by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I remember when it came out a few years ago and it was like really big. People were talking about it a whole bunch and everything. And it's been on my TBR for a while. It was my book of the month pick whenever it was coming out. It was an option for that month, and I think I had picked that one. And yeah, I just really enjoyed this book. When I was talking about it with my best friend, we were talking about how this would be like such a cool adaptation into like a limited series, since some of Taylor Jenkins Reid's other works have been adapted into like movies and TV shows and things like that. This one would be really cool because of all the different eras that it crosses, and just like the fashion and the like aesthetics and everything. It would be really interesting visually, and you would have each episode would be, you know, one of the chapters, one of the husbands. Super fun. But so anyways, the book is about Evelyn Hugo and her 7 husbands, and she answers the question, you know, which one was the love of her life. And the love of her life was Celia, her best friend and wife. And they were in a secret relationship for many years, off and on. And so like that is what the draw of Evelyn Hugo telling her story is, that she is coming out as bisexual, and that she was actually married to a woman, and that sounds like I said it plural, married to a woman, which was Celia, who was the love of her life. My favorite thing about this book was Evelyn Hugo. Like, she was a very active character. Like, she's like making decisions and driving, you know, her story forward and everything. And that's always really interesting and entertaining to read. I have the hard copy of the book, and I also listened to the audiobook, and I used both. And it was such a great thing. I also really liked how the author used like news clips and like articles to like info dump, but like it was done in a smart way where it didn't feel like info dumping, and also to like move the story along, because there's time jumps over the course of the book, going from when she's a teenager to when she's in her like 70s or 80s, and that was really done well. And also about Evelyn Hugo was that, and Celia as well, but mainly Evelyn because she's the main character. What I liked about these characters was that they stayed the same throughout the book. Like, they grew as people and became more mature, but they're like Evelyn Hugo was extremely ambitious, and she could be a bit vindictive at times, but like specifically with her ambition, she was willing to do a lot of things in order to progress her career. And in terms of her vindictiveness, she was willing to do a lot of things to protect herself, protect the people that she cared about, and things like that. And vindictive might not be the right word. There might be a synonym that's a better fit, but that's what's in my head right now. And what I mean by like they stayed the same, like even though they matured and everything, the like core aspects of their behavior were still there over the course of their like of the story. It was just how they reacted to things was different. So like Evelyn could be really impulsive at times, and that was like, it could be beneficial, but it could also get them in trouble. And it was just interesting to see like them stay like the same of who they are, of like with these personalities and everything, and then like their reactions to things change as they matured, or like, you know, them like knowing better and things like that. I don't know if I am wording that in a way that makes sense. You know, this isn't like a deep analysis or anything. It's just whatever random thoughts that I had about the book. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. Here's a closer look at some of the parts of my page. It was really easy to find like pictures for this. Like when I looked on Pinterest and like online, there's so many things that were tagged for Evelyn Hugo of people making like Pinterest boards and like fan casts and things like that. It was just great. And so I was able to find these super cute images and everything and print them out as stickers, and it was great. I really enjoyed the book. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. Bye.